Alright, so I've reviewed quite a lot of watches now on this channel, and I've been hands-on with many watches in my time as a watch enthusiast. Watches with heritage, quirk and character. But today, there's only one word I could think of to describe the watch on my wrist, and that is sexy. This is the Furlan Marri Disco Volante, the Disco Havana in 38mm, a hand-finished, neo-vintage, salmon and brown slice of horological seduction that I do unfortunately have to send back after this review. Tragic, I know, it's genuinely tragic, but I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's get into the review. So the moment you unbox this watch, you immediately realize something, and that is Furlan Marri watches are not designed, they're composed. Everything just feels intentional from a design perspective. The curves on the case, the way the dial layers and catches the light, the 38mm case, the slim profile, hidden lugs that make it feel like it's melting on your wrist. It's a sort of watch that people ask, what on earth is that on your wrist? Because it's so uniquely shaped. I mean, nowadays, if you look at what's available to buy, very few are shaped in this way. And of course, and there's no doubt that this line is inspired by earlier AP and Pateks from that 60s, 70s era. Now, moving on to the case, we need to talk about the case because this is where things start to get a little seductive. 38mm, only 8.1mm thick, curved bezel, hidden lugs that create a smooth, uninterrupted edge, and a mix of satin brushing and mirror polishing. This is a case design that doesn't really shout at you, almost whispers, and it's understated because of the way it sits on the wrist. But once you notice it, it doesn't become understated. It suddenly transforms. I mean, it has a 1940s cushion meets disc charm without being a reissue or a cosplay piece. This feels original. If you pass your thumb across the polished chamfer, you'll start to understand why people are obsessed with the finishing of Furlan Marri. It's not sharp, it's not harsh, it's soft, almost warm, and okay, I need to calm down. I don't even know if I'm even describing this watch anymore. By the way, there are two things I don't like about the watch, so just keep watching up until that point. The dial. Let's talk about the dial. The brown and salmon dial is beautiful because when that light hits that dial, you've got that two-tone brown and salmon which plays with the light outrageously. 4-part construction, multiple levels, sharp angles, double printed text, applied markers at the 12, 3 and 9, all radium superluminova, domed hands that glow at night. It's rich, it's warm, it's moody. It's like a Havana cocktail bar on the wrist. And I've got to talk about the lume because that is something that is very, very different. The lume is great. It's something that gives the watch a little bit more character, its own character. And I think when collectors talk about soul, this kind of epitomizes that. It's a sort of dial you just catch yourself staring at when you're supposed to be working or sending emails. At least that's what has happened to me over the last couple of weeks wearing this watch. Now, let's talk about the movement because it's one of the reasons why I love this watch and also one of the, I guess, the weaknesses of this watch. Inside this is the Peseux 7001, but not a standard one, of course. Furlan Marri being Furlan Marri, they redesigned all the bridges and had them hand beveled and finished in Geneva. A 2,500 Swiss franc, just under £2,500 with hand finished bridges from Geneva. You're getting diamond polished edges, Cote de Genève, chamfered dual sinks, black polished screws, sunray brushing, and a straight grained flanks. This is finishing on a level that embarrasses some bigger brands, charging almost triple the price. The movement is 2.5mm thick, elegant, reliable, and crucially beautiful. It's a manual wind movement with 42 hours of power reserve, pure mechanical romance. But this is where I just want to talk about a couple of the negatives I have with this watch. They are fairly small now. The crown on this watch is an integrated crown, so it perfectly integrates with the shape of the case. That makes it beautiful to look at, but it makes it a little bit more difficult to wind the movement. That's my first negative with the watch. The second negative is the price point. 2,500 Swiss francs, just under £2,500. For what you're getting on paper, it's not overpriced. But whenever a micro brand ventures over that £2,000 price point, this is a personal point for me, I start to worry a little bit because then it's the battle of the ego. You start to think about, oh, I could buy a Omega for that much. I could buy a Tudor for that much. You know, these bigger brands. And I think it stems from ego and it's almost saying I could have a name with a little bit more heritage, a little bit more renown on my dial. This watch is better than a lot of the bigger brands I've just mentioned there. At this price point, you're getting a brilliant movement, a thin watch, a very unique design, absolutely brilliant finishing, but it starts to get a little bit difficult for me to justify spending over £2,000 on a microbrand watch. I can totally understand if you you're unable to try this watch on and you want to, you know, buy it straight off the bat, just looking at it online, that's a big ask. £2,500. It is a lot of money. Those are my only two weaknesses with this watch: the price and the manual winding. It's a bit difficult to manual wind. I've got to move on now quickly to straps, because you get 3 straps with this. Now, I was only sent 2 leather straps, the tan and this dark brown I've got on right now. From the leather straps perspective, absolutely beautiful, supple. It's a strap that just perfectly kind of contours with the wrist. Really, really comfortable. It's a watch that I like to wear tightly around the wrist because of how comfortable the straps are. So the straps are 10 out of 10 for me. But you also get a Milanese bracelet with this watch as well, which unfortunately they didn't send. But because I feel like the Milanese bracelet would change the wearing experience, but also the aesthetics of the watch completely. Quick release system, so really easy to exchange straps with this one. It feels like you're wearing nothing, but looks like you're wearing everything. I mean, because of how slim the watch is, because of how the watch is designed, the case shape, it does attract attention. I feel like this is the sort of watch you wear, maybe not to work, but on a date, to a wedding, an evening event, a jazz bar, or to absolutely ruin somebody's day at a watch meetup. It's elegantly confident. I feel like that is its superpower, the design, for sure. Now, who is this watch for? Should you buy this watch? I think if you are somebody who appreciates design, craves finishing, loves neo-vintage charm, values manual wind movements, wants something tasteful, not loud, wants art, not marketing, and doesn't have an ego problem, then I think this watch is for you. It's not a flex watch. It's almost like if you know sort of watch. People in the industry will recognize it, but no one else will recognize it. I think from a design perspective, people think, wow, that's cool. It's a different looking watch. Now, who is this watch not for? Somebody who needs 200 meters of water resistance, someone who only collects divers, who only collects hype, someone who wants something rugged. This watch is not rugged. And if you're allergic to elegance and good taste, then don't buy this watch. Look, for me, I am gutted I have to send this watch back as a final verdict. It is the sexiest watch I've ever reviewed. This watch makes you feel things. And I'm gonna leave it there. I'm not gonna say any more. I'm genuinely impressed with the watch. Genuinely. I mean, I had one of their Salmon Sector Dolls watches in a couple of months ago, sort of towards the beginning of making this channel, and I was really impressed with that. This, I think, has taken it to the next level. So Furlan Marri, I'm a fan. I'm looking forward to what you release over the next couple of years. Guys, if you're interested in the watch, as I said, not sponsored, have to send it right back, unfortunately. For me, I'd give it a solid sort of 8 to 9 out of 10. Solid dress piece to add to your collection. As usual, guys, if you've enjoyed the video, let me know in the comments what you think of this watch. I've been Jag from Jags Watches, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.